Hi everyone, my name is Kristen Avalos with KristenAvalos.com, Women's Empowerment Coach. And today I'm talking about, of course, empowerment, because we are, at the time of this recording at least, we are in Aries season. We're about to have our Aries new moon coming up on Friday. And so we're talking about Aries themed topics, which are empowerment, motivation, your willpower, your individuality, your uniqueness, the way that you present yourself to the outside world. Those are all topics that relate to not only Aries, but what I do in my work is working with the chakras, and Aries connects to your third chakra. And so it's, again, it's the energetic center within our own selves that connects to these topics. And so if you're wondering maybe why you feel like you're a little bit lost, like you don't have a strong purpose, this is a third chakra area of focus. If you wonder maybe why you are having a hard time saying no and having healthy and strong boundaries, this is also a third chakra area that we're talking about. And so when we think about these topics, we can have sort of an idea of maybe where we want to go if we do have a strong identity and we do have a lot of willpower and passion. Usually it's because we have a very strong sense of purpose and we have a strong sense of boundaries. And not all of us have those things. And so when we're doing this work, that's why we're exploring the third chakra, because that's where the imbalance is. And we're going to do some tapping in this video to specifically focus on these areas of blockages within our third chakra. And so one of the things that I wanted to talk about in terms of what might be blocking or stopping this area from being really healthy and flowing is the fact that we have a lot of judgment, both self-judgment. A lot of us do. I know I do. And in my path to empowerment, this was a huge area of work that I spent a lot of time on, and I still continue to work on this area a lot. And so judgments, not only that we have about ourselves, but that we have established within our cultures, within our families, and within our society. And the theme for Aries this month really is this idea of how can we rewild ourselves so that we are being authentic to ourselves and to our own unique identities outside of the influence of all of these other judgments and feelings that come up. And an area that I see this come up a lot is actually among women, and especially in the different generations of women. So a lot of times I hear women that are from the boomer generation really talk about how the younger millennial women aren't spending enough time with their kids, and maybe they spoil their kids too much. They don't know how to discipline their kids. They're trying to have a career and they're not staying at home with their kids. And so this can be an area of contention between mothers and daughters. And on the other side of the spectrum, millennial women can be judgmental towards boomer women who are finding this new sense of passion and power. Now that they have the freedom, they're no longer caretaking for families as much anymore. They might be empty nesters now. And so this younger generation is kind of having the similar judgments of who do you think you are, traveling places and saying that you can't babysit and having a life outside of taking care of, me and my family. So there's this balance there, and ultimately it comes down to this sense of identity and boundaries, who you are and what value you are bringing to your life and to your family and to your community and the larger world at this time in your life. And this is a very important topic that we're discussing right now, and I feel really passionate and honored to be talking about this topic because this is everything that I represent and that I am. It is this being able to step into your passion without the what are people going to say, what are people going to think, and without that inner voice feeling like it's not safe to do that. So I want to jump in and do some tapping. And I want you, before we get started, to rate on a scale of 1 to 10 how you feel, how strongly you feel about being the good girl, being the one that pleases everyone, not rocking the boat, not making a big deal, even if that means putting aside your own needs, even if that means doing something you would rather not do because you just don't want the confrontation. So if that feels like it's very strong within you, that's going to be like a 10. And if it feels not so strong, it's going to be on the lower end of the spectrum. And I know I'm a middle child, so this one is really strong for me. And I do have to do a lot of tapping on this. And that's why I do this work. And that's why I'm here as a women's empowerment coach, because I'm taking you through the work that I myself do. So think about that number again on a scale of 1 to 10. We're going to jump into some tapping, and you can tap at whichever points you want to tap at your own pace, but repeat after me, repeat the words out loud, if at all possible. If you're somewhere where you can't be tapping out loud, then definitely come back and do this video. But we're going to just jump right into the tapping. Here I am. And I couldn't possibly go out there with passion. It wouldn't be safe for me to do that. There's so much judgment out there. And I really don't want to be criticized. I could only imagine what people would say about me if I went and did all of the things that I really would love to do. I couldn't do that. It wouldn't be safe. There's no way I can go out there and be the real me. Because I wouldn't be accepted. I've even hidden that part of myself from me. And it's no wonder that I don't know what my purpose is anymore. I've spent so long hiding it. It's no wonder I sometimes feel like I don't know who I am anymore. All of this fear. All of this fear that's been running my system, telling me to hide. It's no wonder that I don't want to be seen. Because it's scary. And I'm convinced that it's not safe to be seen for the real me. I've been hiding this part of myself for so many years. Trying to fit in with my family, trying to fit in at school, trying to fit in at work. It takes so much of my energy to be seen as a person that I'm really not. I would love to just be me. I would love to be authentic and true to myself in all situations. And I know that when I'm hiding my real desires and my real passion, that no one could ever know the real me. So even though it's scary thinking about putting myself out there, even though it's scary thinking about all the ways that I could be judged and criticized, it's becoming even more painful to live a life that's not authentic to me. Okay, so take a deep breath in and breathe out, really feeling yourself grounded in space right now. And I want you to revisit that number of how strongly you feel like you have to be the good girl and to not rock the boat, and see if that number has gone down at all. And I hope it has, because that means you are working on this issue and you are really helping to clear it and balance out your third chakra. If the number feels more intense, or you feel that there's some stuff coming up for you right now, that's also a good sign, because it means we've really hit the nail on the head. And this is an issue that really does need some focus and some attention from you. So just keep that in mind, and let me know in the comments if there were specific phrases in the tapping that really stood out to you as being strongly true, or if there were any pieces of awareness that came up as you're doing this tapping that really made you start to think and approach this idea in a whole new way. And we're going to do one more round of tapping that's going to be more of the positive. Definitely do the first round of tapping multiple times, because the more that you do it, the more that it's going to help you. So I'll instead of talking, I'm going to just jump right into the tapping again with some positive statements. Repeating after me. Wow, I got some really great awareness in that tapping. I realize that I've had a lot of fear around feeling safe and being seen. I realize that this has been programmed in me from a very early age. I've been programmed by the way that my parents thought. And they were programmed by the way their parents thought. But we're living in a whole new reality. And I am open to being more of myself, because I know that's what's needed in society right now. And I know that it means that I'm going to have to speak up about what I'm passionate about. And I might have to express myself in ways that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone. And it means that I might have to put myself out there in a bigger way. Which means that I'll be open to rejection, to criticism, and to judgments. And even though it's really scary to think about that, I'm open to just trying it. But I'm so scared and I don't want to do it. But wouldn't it be nice if I could go out there with confidence and with passion? Wouldn't it be nice if I could be an inspiration to other people? Because when I live authentically and do what I'm passionate about, I give others the permission to do the same thing. And that helps everyone. And wouldn't it be nice if I could connect with other people based on our shared interests? And wouldn't it be nice if I found people all around the world that I was inspired by? And wouldn't it be nice if I could leave a legacy to my family, into my community, into the world? That is something that I'm open to. And I do it for the highest good of all. Okay, take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Just notice how you feel right now going through these rounds of tapping. And I hope that you notice that you're feeling more motivated. You're feeling a little bit more confident. Maybe you're getting some ideas in your head that are starting to spark some passion in you. And that is exactly what this tapping is supposed to do. So I would love for you to leave some comments below. If you're interested in diving more deeply into this tapping and into this area of empowerment and finding your purpose and your passion, then definitely sign up. I'm going to include a link for a free sample of my online course called Babes with Boundaries: Reclaim Your Health, Your Well-Being, and Your Confidence. Because I really go very deeply, step by step, into making this really work in your life, and so that you can see the results. So check out the free sample. You'll just leave your email and then you'll get instant access to the first 2 modules of this course. So I think you would really enjoy that if you liked this tapping. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and your energy and you being here with me. So I will see you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Bye.